safe anywhere. Peter Benchley's Creature, ABC Sunday, May 17th.
Now, from WTVM, the news leader, this is First News.
It's a history-making day in the world of Columbus politics. For the first time ever, the Fountain City will have a two-term mayor. Hello, everybody. I'm Wade Bennett.
And I'm Dee Armstrong. And that's right, never before has a Columbus mayor been re-elected, and Bobby Peters earns that title, even if it is by default. The news leader's Cheryl Morgan has more on the mayor's plans for the future and what taxpayers would like to see in the coming years.
Columbus Mayor Bobby Peters may as well get comfortable in his chair at the head of the city council. Voters cast their ballots in favor of Peters 4 years ago, and since no one else is qualified for this recent election, Bobby Peters is making history as Columbus's first ever two-term mayor.
It'd be an honor to continue.
I think he's done a good job.
I think he's a pretty good guy.
While most people are pleased with the government's performance here in Columbus, there are still some things that they would like to see changed.
The people we spoke with had suggestions all having to do with children.
Need to get a little bit more into education.
My only gripe is the 7 cents tax. To me, I thought the lottery was supposed to take care of what the school needed.
I like to see more things for kids, activities and stuff for them.
Two-term Mayor Bobby Peters has an answer for these concerns.
It would help to keep the team in place for one more term to complete the things we got going.
Okay. Cheryl Morgan is joining us now live from the WTVM newsroom. Cheryl, what kinds of programs is Mr. Peters talking about?
Well, Dee, mainly he wants to finish what he started. For instance, just a small list here, improving the area's parks. We know we've been having several public hearings on that, and that program is going to get going here soon. Continuing the buildup of the area's economy. There's been a big construction boom lately. He wants to keep that momentum going. Also, the Columbus government wants to overhaul that antiquated infrastructure system.
We've seen a lot of growth under him, but he has a lot of work to do to
Yes,
finish all those projects up, and he'll be pretty busy. Thanks a lot, Cheryl Morgan from the WTVM newsroom.
You can now take a look at the final list of candidates running for office in Columbus. The deadline to qualify was noon today. First, the races with opposition. School Board Chairperson Mary Sue Pollies is being challenged by Paul Olson in the at-large district. District 4 School Board member Linda Parker is facing Naomi Buckner. In City Government Post 7, Councilor Mimi Woodson must overcome two opponents, Bob Biggerstaff and Veray Caldwell. Julius Hunter, Ralph Cotner, and Robert Loving all hope to fill the vacant seat, Council Post Seat 3. And Bucky McClung Clark hopes to fill the seat left vacant by her father, Mayor Pro Tem A.J. McClung, who is retiring. First, she must beat her challengers, Richard Smith and Jim Dusty Rhodes. Rhodes has become the unofficial spokesperson for area military veterans. He announced his candidacy this morning at the Government Center. If elected, Rhodes promises to support public safety workers, government employees, and issues that concern senior citizens. But this morning, he offered his opponent a challenge.
I challenge my opponent, Ms. Clark, to file weekly disclosure reports of the cash she receives or is promised and the source of that money. Our council seats are not for sale, nor are they a family heirloom to be passed from generation to generation like the baton.
Not everyone up for election is facing opposition. Others who are unopposed are Andy Prather for the state court judge, school board members John Wells, Philip Schley, and Brenda Story, and city councilors Nathan Suber and Jack Rogers.
In Lee County, questions are being raised over some missing political signs. The city is cracking down on illegally placed signs because they have received a lot of complaints about them. As added incentive, city officials are offering a free barbecue dinner to the department that collects the most illegal signs. And now a lot of candidates say city workers are pulling up legally placed signs because they want free barbecue. City officials say the contest is just a fun way of getting city workers involved in keeping right-of-ways clear of sign pollution. Another story this afternoon from those who run the Columbus city government. Officials have a proposed budget for 1999 on the table now, and that budget comes in at a little less than $142 million. That's a 1.8% increase over last year. City officials say much of the money goes to personnel costs.
Grass, we have to keep picking up trash. We have to keep all those things going. And when you look at the budget, 62% of it is personnel. Only about 28% goes to operations. So trying to do everything we do currently in the city every day and not do it less effectively was the challenge, and I think we've accomplished that.
Now, one program that will likely fall victim to the budget axe is the police cadet program. Cavesa proposes to phase that out over the next year.
32 teams from around the country are at Fort Benning hoping to become this year's best Rangers. Today's competition including the test of shooting skills at Malone Range. The Best Ranger competition is considered one of the toughest in the military. The grueling 3-day event ends on Sunday.
Oh, boy.
Had some great weather for whatever you were doing outside today.
Yeah, and thank goodness the Rangers have some good weather.
Yeah, they need that. You know.
Could be worse.
And I think we've got a pretty good weekend coming up, too. Kurt's up next with the forecast.
And coming up later, Richard Jewell wins a victory in court. Find out what that means to the man accused of planting that Olympic Park bomb.
When you see news happen, call WTVM by dialing star TV9 on your Cellular One phone.
I don't just paste my dentures anymore. Now I bond them with C-Bond denture adhesive.
Only C-Bond is a soft, micro-thin seal with 2 powerful adhesives that bond dentures to your gums, so they can hold and fit comfortably all day.
I can bite and chew with confidence.
And C-Bond is easier to use than pastes or powders with no messy cleanups.
I'll never paste my dentures again. I bond them.
Bond your dentures with C-Bond.
And in the biggest news ever in chicken history, the Colonel and the chicken experts at KFC finally introduce chicken sandwiches. Original recipe, triple crunch, spicy buffalo, and tender roast. Each one freshly made on a Pepperidge Farm bun. You won't know how good chicken sandwiches can be until you try the 4 new ones at KFC. They're enough to make a chicken. Hey! Chicken! Bye-bye! Isn't it time for some really good chicken sandwiches?
It only happens once a year. Action Buildings and Truck Tops Factory Outlets annual Scratch and Dent Sale. Make no mistake, these are all quality-built Action Buildings with minor scratches or small dents. But the big news is we've discounted all scratch and dent buildings. Plus, we'll deliver and set up your new Action Building for free. Limited supply, limited time at all Action locations. It's happening now. The annual Scratch and Dent Sale. Action Buildings and Truck Tops Factory Outlets, built to last a lifetime.
Meteorologist Kurt Schmitz and the WTVM Storm Team, the region's weather leaders.
You waiting for me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
He
take
always
it from
has
me.
so much to say.
I'm glad to know it's such an exciting weather day.
Oh, yes.
It's
we
beautiful
just
out
want to
here.
bask in
Caught
it.
both of you speechless. Well, really a very nice day today, except in maybe a few areas where they got some sprinkles of rain. Those were few and far between today. And we had some sunshine, and really it was just a gorgeous day across the area. The weekend is shaping up to be pretty good, too, with maybe Sunday being the exception. It's 73 degrees right now in Columbus. The humidity at 53%. Winds are west at 10, and the pressure rising 29.75. All right, the forecast for tonight has us going down to the 50s, and skies generally should be partly cloudy. For some of you, you may see an isolated shower this evening. Chance of that is probably